All right. All right. Sorry, I forgot to start the other stream. I had it on auto start. Jeff, welcome, Jeff. Oh my God, there's a picture of Jeff right there. Hello, everyone. All right. So I'm gonna start over. Hopefully, every charts and chat. I hope people bring some kind of setup. Regardless, I wouldn't be so mad today if you didn't bring a setup because the market is looking fairly the same on it's looking fairly the same lately. So we might like I went to the scanner and like there's probably like two to three tickers um, that are bullish and that's it. I didn't see any other bullish setups and then bearish it's all kinds. Um, but everything is still looking the same. So we're just gonna go first on SPX and everything, see and go from there. Right? Go what's in the cards for tomorrow and next weeks and everything that's coming up. So let's see. Um, a little bit of perspective right here on SPX. I'm gonna use SPX and not ES because I mean everybody's familiar with the levels, and I just want to see. The most important thing is the cash session. Overnight as well, but cash session is something else, right? So right off the bat, we had a gap right here that gap fill. So that's something noted for this gap has been filled, so it's no longer a gap, and we have a tiny little gap right here on this one, like this. We have that tiny little gap, so we're gonna watch out for that. And basically, you're gonna see on my screen right here that going back a little bit, we have this rejection of the trend line. That's where I mean everybody sees it now. And from below it, a lot of times when you have a leg up like this, what you look at is at the FIBO perspective for the bullseye, right? From the starting point to the end point, and we ended up bouncing at the 618 retracement. So that was looking bullish until we got a rejection off of this. I'm pretty sure there was some kind of news. I don't remember exactly. Leaving some gaps behind. There's some gap right here. There's a gap right here. Overall, the market did a very technical bounce right here, but did not give us indication of further downside until they actually had a candle close below this level. Once you close below the 618 retracement, you're increasingly giving the odds that you're gonna do a 100% move, right? With the very first time, it's just you don't know when, right? We're playing zero DTEs, we're playing weeklies and all that. You can do this consolidation and then later drop, which is what it's doing. So I will say that this right here, the 100% retracement, is in the cards. When? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could eventually fall some more, then pop, and then fall some more. We don't know, right? But you can basically count that this is gonna get hit at some point in the future, right? This is what's in play. Now, some key things that we have to note for is that we have the 20% decline from all-time high right here. So the SPY, the SPX was basically consolidating on the around this level. Given out that it was not a bear market, it is a bear market, not a bear market, it's a bear market, and so on in between this level until today. Today is like we are in a bear market. Don't forget about it, right? Uh, right now we're a little bit extended. Let me see where the price is from the four, because the four is indication of a strong terms trends. So we're almost gonna be yeah, we're extended on the 4 EMA right here. So we might have a little bit of upside or something so we can hit this, or the EMA is gonna catch up onto us, right? Um, so I gotta go back to SPX. I just wanted to see the new daily candle on futures. But that's what I got. Like it's very simple and that's it. But let's keep something in mind, right? Let's keep something implied. Implied move for the week on SPX is right here. So we were sure of hitting the implied move for the week, a couple of points, and it's actually you can see it on this have this like this little indicator right here, right? That it gives me the top of the implied move and the bottom of the implied move right here, and we're basically at the lows of it. Does not mean it cannot fall further because if you look at past weeks, the market basically did a sigma, almost a sigma three move right here off of this implied move. This other implied move went higher. So the market, the option market, has consistently getting outside the implied move, meaning that it's been very inefficient. So I can count that we can get out of the implied move of the week right here. We just have to keep it in mind that it's there for for potential bottoming, right? Does not mean you're gonna turn around, but you could potentially stall right there on the way waiting the implied move. Um, yeah, I mean targets go by daily candles and basically almost yeah weekly candle lows and everything. You're gonna see a little bit of consolidation at the lows right here. This candle low right here, this bottom of the gap, and then the prior low as your potential targets off of this move. All right, that's how I will take it. If you look at a lot of stocks out there, I mean, they're just gonna have a lot of very setups. So they it's just everything's aligned actually to keep dropping. What can I say? We might even have a gap down tomorrow, and we're gonna have to be careful of now playing further downside. It has to be super bearish for continuation when you have a gap down. All right. Um, so I see for two. Okay, let me see. GME said extraordinary. Is anybody from X Trades? What is this? All right. That's gotta be squeezed. Anyway, that's with the SPX, right? Let me see a little bit of NDX. NDX same idea, very same idea, guys. When you made this move high, once you start closing below the 618, you're basically made a retest actually, and you're looking for continuation down, given levels by level, right? This level right here, this right here, this right here, this right here. So the QQQ still has more room given that it broke this low right here into this low is probably target for next up for the QQQ for the NDX. I mean, if you want a QQQ pricing, I'll give it to you right here. Basically, this low right here is next up in play right here. If we open around this level, I'll be hesitant to short further. You have to know where those big levels are at right now. This is very important. You see this low, you see this lows right here on the daily, you see this low right here, this one right here. It all aligns that the potential targets for the downside are this right here. And then go from there, right? And then go and see what happens from there, right? Yeah, because you're already hitting like 10% extensions. It's just you have to be careful on the downside. It has to be super extremely bearish to not care about what's coming up on the next levels because this level is eventually gonna come, but when it's it's very very tricky, very tricky. All right. Um, Next up, we're gonna look at I guess a little bit of small caps. Same idea, guys. It's the same idea. You have all this consolidation area. You're dropping below this big time resistance support. Now you're looking for to revisit those levels down here. So it's I will say you have the open area on IWM up to here, up to this level, just based on the daily candles right here, up to 173.39. That's what we have right there. I'm gonna flashbang you guys a little bit. Watch out if you're in a dark room. I just want to show you the scanner a little bit. And this is my scanner for the S&P stocks on the bullish side. Which if you notice, there's only two tickers on the two down, two up strat reversal right here, and then on the inside candles green month, which is nothing. This thing usually it has a ton of tickers on the scanner right here, so you can tell uh, there's really no bullish setups out there. I'll be very hesitant on bullish setups, and on the bearish setups, you have all this, which is not a lot of them, um, but it's just because everything has about the same kind of look, you know. The same kind of look. But sorry for the flashbang, guys. All right. Um, that's what I got. Like, I'm just gonna go through a little bit of the fangs so you guys can know that I mean everything's aligned to keep coming down. There's not much to say to it. I'm gonna talk about the FOMC trade and how it works and teach you guys a little bit about implied volatility. But basically, what we have on like I'm gonna go through Apple right now, real quick. Apple right now have made a 618 retracement rejection off of this high. Now, what you watch out for Apple, because I know some people are short on Apple right now, is this right here, that it doesn't bounce at the 50 or at the 618 on the bull side. And if you clear this level, you're good to make the next legs down, right? So this will be your level to beat right here. All right, to be right here. And from there, like I said, you'll be looking at new lows right here around 146.69. 146.69. So Apple's it's gonna be one of the stocks that I'm gonna be looking to short on the next days. It's gonna be very nice. Um, I love me some EMPH if that thing ever drops down. Yes, this is Thinkorswim. Gonna go down to Tesla. It's one of the stocks that's been holding up a lot lately. Somebody wanted to buy calls earlier. I'm gonna tell you right now, Tesla doesn't look that bullish, given that it lost this. It looks like it lost the uptrend right here, a very steep uptrend, and is looking to pull back into a daily 20. There's not a lot of room into a daily 20, but that will be where I would take it to, right here, if I was short Tesla. So that looks for continuation lower. The way you close the candles, it basically made a two up, two down strat reversal, and when that happens, this is your target right here, this low, and basically a daily 20. So a little more downside on Tesla to go for, and obviously if it can drop more, it could be more. Yeah, Tesla could be forming some kind of triple top right here, right? I mean, a lot of rejection of this area. Buyers get tired, and if it doesn't make another shoulder right here to make like an inverse head and shoulder, then this thing is gonna drop like popcorn, like a palomita. Um, let's look at Microsoft real quick. Microsoft and new 52-week low tore away today. That's extremely bearish. This is gonna be one of the main watches for tomorrow. New 52-week low today. Probably a lot of people are ignoring the fact that throughout the year, I mean, this may just made a new low. Doesn't matter what the Qs are right now. If you notice, the Qs are way higher than this. Where is Microsoft right now? Microsoft is way lower. So gonna have to go back a little bit to a weekly perspective, because if it loses this level, as you see right here on the weekly, you might visit this high right here, right? Another leg down up to these levels right here. So something to note for that, Microsoft is still, I mean, this looks extremely bearish, making a new 52-week low, and the next stop will be 233.20, you know, 233.20. So big name right there. Uh, is Netflix part of the FANG still? Anyway, Netflix is still holding up pretty high. Not gonna lie. Um, I don't know if we should look for a weakness, like let's say Microsoft versus the stuff that is still pretty high up to short. Um, it works either way. Right now, this is a 32 retracement of the last leg up. If it drops, I will expect the 50% retracement into the daily 20 EMA. So this could be a short setup from here to here for tomorrow. You know, so room to the downside. Like I say, everything has room to the downside. Everything. Um, Nvidia today, extremely bearish candle. A super mega pin bar. Almost feel the retracement to the daily 20. Shooting star, I'm sorry. And yeah, doesn't look very healthy right here. No, the semiconductors don't look very healthy. AMD just broke this one. This one actually looks like a better setup. If you notice, it closed below all the support trend lines, so I could see AMD trading below it. This is actually going into my watch list for tomorrow. That looks like a very good setup for AMD short tomorrow, right? I know this is not a FANG stock, but very nice setup for the short side. It's just the way everything looks like right now. It might better be the best idea to look for weakness instead of stuff that is pretty high up still. Google Google below 100, 52-week low, new 52-week low. This one, like I said, you have to go down to a weekly to look at the next levels where Google can get bought up, which will be this. Ooh, it did not hold that level. That's this one is gonna be tough because I mean it does look like it lost it, but it's right on it. I would say a little poke does not mean anything because you could potentially look at this high on the weekly and then this high on the weekly right here for next targets on the level for Google, right? And what is this like a it's like a bear flag. Uh, if you extrapolate the move down right this, you're looking at all these levels for targets. So extremely bearish right now. That doesn't look good. That this consolidation didn't do anything to it on the right side right here. So it's looking to trade off of this high right here possibly. What is that high? 90, 96.49. Ew, that's nasty, guys. That's nasty. All right. What other stock we have for Fang Man plus T? That's it, right? It's Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia, Google. I mean, not Nvidia, Google, Meta. Meta. Meta was the one. So another 252-week low on Meta. Super extremely bearish. Um, I look at the weekly right here perspective. So this still yet to be hit on the weekly, and this low right here. There's two lows right here. Um, those will be my main levels to watch because they look like they want to get hit, guys. They look like they want to get hit. You notice we are right on it on one. So we have to be very careful. But if we lose this level on 142 on Meta, we're looking to 137 right here, all the way over here. All right. So something to watch out for. It's hopefully we get, like I said, we're not holding any swing. So hopefully we get what's it called, a good uh a good opening tomorrow that is not a really big gap down, so we can keep shorting this because we have a ton of setups right now. Yeah, it's dump city. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's dump city. Uh, so let's see what else we have. That's what we have for the big names, right? So those are the large caps. We can go a little bit on the sectors right now. Just a quick recap: what it looks bullish and what looks bearish. Um, right now, XLV, the healthcare sector, is extremely bearish off of this may hold, so we gotta watch out for this. If it loses this level, we might hit this other nice level right here. So gonna watch out for those levels right here on healthcare and bring some healthcare to the downside. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is consumer discretionary. I'm sorry. It's consumer discretionary. This is XLY. So Target, Tesla, Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly, all this stuff. Um, Cruise lines and all this stuff. And this is healthcare. This is extremely bearish and it's one of the heavyweights. Healthcare is broken off of this level right here, and we're looking into this other trade up onto these lows right here, right later. Let me check something real quick. And so we got that going on. Healthcare is bearish. It's still looking like it broke big time support right there. Technology, he barely broke this. It's been holding very strong, but like I said, this all this action is calling for a possible retest of this low 50% retracement extension right here. Same idea as the Qs. It's just going a little bit faster than the Qs at the moment. Semiconductors have not broken the low. AMD will do the job for this. AMD will do the job, so we can short AMD tomorrow. Uh, I mean, this is almost at the lows on materials right here. XLV communications made a new low, and this is because of Google, Meta, and everything right there. Fox was actually a double inside candle today. I was looking to short this name. Um, Talking about communications. But XLC is extremely bearish, 52-week low. That one extremely bearish actually. I mean, you go down to the weekly on the 3-year weekly. I mean, we're looking to head towards the COVID lows. I mean, I don't know, right, about the COVID lows, but at least I can tell you that the weekly looks like it wants to hit these levels before anything else, right? And then possibly like I said, right, once you break the 618, like right here, odds are increasingly going higher that you're gonna hit this low again. So COVID lows on the horizon for communications. Communications. That's a lot. That's a lot, guys. Uh, industrials on the daily. Let me see on the daily. It broke this. It went back to the trend line break. That's extremely bearish. Yeah, it broke this level right here. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna. We got this room right here, and then it's got this room right here. It still got rooms to the downside up to this level. So yeah, more bearishness into the market. Energy, rejecting the daily 20 and the daily 50 after an inside candle break to the upside. It still needs to break this lower though to call it bearish, but I would say the first steps are done. A rejection of the daily 20 and the 50s those are the first steps. Let me see the extension right here. It's still a bounce of the 50% retracement when it did this, but I think the odds are increasingly that it may hit the 618. You know, it may hit this right here on energy. So some names on the energy, we can take energy to the downside. Still have room. I think I'll focus on some energy to the downside later. XLU, which is a defensive sector, did not even hold anything at the off of this on this FOMC, right? We still got a big gap to fill right here. It's still within retracements, obviously. Still pretty high up at the 38.2 at the moment. So looking to see if we can get into the 50. Already broke this level, but it's at this low. So this one is not that shortable because it's at a key levels of bounce back points. Uh, this financials made the 10% extension. We have a little trend line right here. We're looking to either bounce or break of this moment because we're right on it. I will probably be hesitant to short financials because of this 10% extension on this trend line, but we can go. If it breaks, then it opens the door into this other levels, right? That we have right here. If it breaks this, uh, 52-week low on real estate, extremely bearish. And XLP is not that bearish yet because it's still holding below within these levels. But I think it was just because it was overextended, probably giving us room to actually short XLP. And actually, I got some shorts that they look good on XLP. I'll be looking to probably take a MO to the downside. I like this name that it made a reaction around the daily 20. If it crosses this close right here, it'll give us room up to this level right here. So I might be looking to short this into tomorrow, possibly. So yeah, uh, that's what I got. Like all the sectors, they just point downside. Even defensive ones, I will be hesitant to short some, um, but that's the idea. That's the idea. I mean, it's just some stuff. It's clear of the short. I'm gonna say, let's look at McDonald's real quick. You see this low consolidating right here. You have your first daily candle close below it. That's a clear short, and then you have this trend line off of this lows right here. Let me just do it a little more clear like this. So I'm thinking we can take McDonald's short into this right here, right? Objectively speaking, if we take this high, this last leg down, we have to just be careful that the move may end at the 10% extension. But if it goes, we can take it into this trend line right here. So like some stuff looks a little more clear to the downside than others, but given that, let's say XLY, I think McDonald's is part of the XLY. Um, that will be give me an initiation for a good short. Let me see. Yeah, and McDonald's right here on the XLY on the consumer discretionary. So I'm thinking that We can have, if we break this low right here, McDonald's is just gonna dump very nicely into some targets on consumer discretionary. Oh, Amazon is part. I'm sorry, I forgot about Amazon. Somebody reminded me about Amazon. So Amazon is right at the 618 retracement right here from the last leg up. Now I don't think it holds. It broke this trend line right here. If it tries trading below it, I put weight that it'll touch 102 again on the future, going level by level. Obviously, on the weekly, we can see those levels. All right, we can see those levels on the weekly right here, right? So if we start trading below it, I will be looking up to those levels right here. It's 117.06, 115.10, 112.92, 109.76, and ultimately 102.51. If that goes right, I don't think everything goes in a straight line. Remember, guys. So uh, let's see what else. Somebody asking me about GME on the other chat. I'm gonna look at GME. GME, beautiful setup. Whoever pointed it out. There's a little support right here. But I would love to short a break of that support. Oh, I'm sorry, this got stuck. Let think or swim and think. All right, right there. Short. This looks like a good short. Rejection of the daily 21, 2, 3 times. This was a short entry. Every time it touches, and then next stop, once you hit it, you take your last leg up. Boom, like this. Your next target to the short side is 26.12, and if it loses 26.12, prepare to see 23.49. And if you lose 23.49, prepare to see this and this. 29.51 and 19.64. That's what you're looking for. All right. Somebody's asking me about snow. All right, let's look at. You guys can start throwing tickers if you want. I'll be happy to analyze them real quick. The snow. Let's see. The last leg up that it did was this. You have the very first candle close below the 20. If you notice, there was bounce of the 20 right here and right here, and then there's a first candle close below the 618. So, given that, your next targets, if you short this looks like a good setup for short, for continuation lower into this level, 174.80, 173.17, and then possibly the 50 EMA on the daily, which I don't think it really matters, the 50 on this stock that much. I don't see really interaction with it as support. And then I will take it to 100% retracement, which will be 167. That's just a good setup for tomorrow. Thank you for the heads up. All right, somebody throw me a setup that could be long. Somebody told me a setup that could be a long setup, guys. Maybe some small cap. No, everything looks like shit. Everything looks like shit, guys. If you find a long setup, let me know. I mean, TJX was one of the long setups. No, not even. According to the scanner, but I don't think so. It's just because it's an inside candle, but no, I don't think it is. Um, I don't think it is. Can possibly be bottoming on oil. Gotta watch out for this. Oil has potential for the upside. Let me look at this on the RSI perspective. Yeah, there's potential bottom right here on oil. It's not bullish, but it's potentially bottoming. All right, potential bottom on oil. I've been looking into this, guys, because I may like it. I may like it. All right. Any more suggestions, guys? If not, we're gonna talk about a little bit about implied volatility. Somebody threw me F short. Board. Inside candle, a break off of this low. Yes, sir. A break off of this low. Because it's an inside candle. We'll probably send you into the next support resistance. Which is this one right here. And this one right here. So 4 can potentially go to 1264 and then 1245. If he breaks this low right here. Until tomorrow. Yeah, I'll send you a link, Bricio. I mean, all I'm saying in this video is everything is a short setup right now. All right. So no more tickers, guys. No full port. So all right. I like the snow idea. I like the MO. I like AMD. AMD is gonna be my favorite setup for tomorrow. Actually, how's MU looking? Ooh, super shooting star at the lows. This is actually a reversal candle. No, no, never mind. Yeah, at the lows. Shooting star at the lows is kind of like a reversal candle. I'm probably gonna look for MU long tomorrow. Not necessarily I'm gonna take it, guys, but just because of the type of the candle that it had, the extension that it has. Yes, there's a chat right here. Somebody asked about Oxy. Let me first start with if you have a position on a suggestion, don't ask me. Because you already have it. You're just holding for hope. Just kidding. But I look for like there's oil looks like it's bottoming on oil futures, but I don't think. I mean, oil didn't really drop that much today, and the stocks and energy dropped a lot. So the whole market dropped in unison, right, altogether. So I'll send you guys the link on DM. So shoot me at DM if you want the link later. Okay, so I believe that this area consolidation low looks like it's breaking. You notice there was like a little bitty bounce right here. You have a rejection on the daily 20. The only problem is that you're gonna be overextended for this move. I mean, this looks like it already make it's already trading below the 618. It's clear. It looks like it's clear to this level as 6181, and then you have a gap to fill right here between this and this level right here. A little bit of a gap right here. So I see that the energy can be a very nice short, just because they're trading super high up. It can be a very nice short, and they're still trading super high up. It's just that I don't think it's gonna have the help of oil futures, because usually they move together with oil futures, right? Okay. But yeah, there's possibility of coming down. And I can answer already IWM, and IWM looks like a short. Everything looks like a short. Um, It's just this is charts and chat is just a little bit rough for me because there's what can I say? I want to short everything that I see, but look for weakness, guys. Look for weakness. We'll talk about Microsoft being the possible one of the best shorts out there. It's one of the best possible shorts out there. So, oh my God, UNH, you know. So yeah, Microsoft, AMD, Snow, MO, possible short setups. MU, MU, let me tell you something about shooting stars. Shooting stars are a super bearish setup because it shows that it candles trade all the way over here and then shot back down. But whenever I see it at the lows, it never works to the downside again and it reverses back up for some reason. If you see it at the highs, it's a totally different reason, situation. All right. LTHM, LTHM. I don't know what that is. Is it liquid to trade? Give me a second. Options are liquid. They have a very tight spread. There's no weeklies. There's only monthlies. Uh, this is basically two up to downside reversal. It can hit towards this level right here, and then go from there. Right? It can hit this level. If you notice, there's a lot of bounces of the daily 20, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you short this tomorrow, you look for potential profits, take profits right here, or see if it breaks, right? If it breaks, if it finally breaks, then you're looking for the trend break, like the very first day that it breaks the daily 20. So looks like a good setup for short if it breaks the daily 20, right? But it looks like a good setup for short just because it's not at the 20 and it's heading towards the 20. But past that, I'll be very hesitant. I'll be hesitant to keep shorting. I don't know what this company is, but I'll look into it. You gotta look at the sector of this company. I don't know what LTHM is. Let's go for plug. Somebody asked about plug. So daily 50 hidden right here. I don't think it's anything to this stock. Mm, I'll be look. This level looks like it's possible on plug. This level's right here. This one and then this one possibly. So it's because everything looks like a short. Everything, you know what? If you keep asking me about more stocks, I think I'm just gonna say that everything's a short. That's what it looks like. And what I hope for tomorrow is that we don't open on a huge gap down, because then it's gonna be super extra difficult to short the market. If we open flat, I'm all ears. I'm all ears to keep shorting this into the ground. Sup, potato? You barely joined. So that's my conclusion. That's my conclusion that everything's a short. But anybody else got it? Something else? You gotta set up something, potato, that you want to discuss. I already said my favorites. My favorites are AMD shorts. I'm just gonna go through it real quick. It already broke this consolidation area low. It has room. It works very nicely on weeklies. There's a little bit of a support right here for this lows, which is today's lows or today's close. But if it breaks, then I'm looking to all those levels right here, which are. Oh, you already have them. Nice. Nice. All right. So I'm looking for 73.64, 72.63. So probably one of my day trades for tomorrow. This is definitely probably gonna be one of my day trades. As SMH looks like yet. And Apple, and I was mentioning Apple looks very good for the short side. It just needs to be careful with the what you will call the bull 618. Well, the bull 50 was right here. The bull 618 is right here. You clear that level, you're good to go to the downside, because that was a clean rejection of the bear 618 over here on this other side right here. So we get that one right here. That was a good short. And it takes some balls to short Apple because it's what's carrying the market up more. or holding it. Yeah, yeah. It's just it looked very strong. If you look at the hourly, it was just going up, 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 no more. A- And actually, like this one was a good entry yesterday, right? But given today what it did, it almost made me doubt that it was really a short. But I mean, Papa Pow came in clutch on that one and brought it back down to reality. We're already down percent overnight. Oh my goodness. 0.6, 0.89%. So hopefully Europeans take it a little higher so we can short tomorrow. If not, I mean, what can we say? It has to be, we have to be just very nimble on the to keep shorting, right? If you won't late to the party, and I mean, if not, we go for the gap fill, guys. We go for the gap fill. Okay. So that's what I have. I will look. I only have one long setup, which is MU, and I don't know. Has anybody? I repeat, has anybody see uh, a good setup for long anywhere on the market? Because yeah, I mean the edge is to the downside, definitely. The edge is to the downside. Um, but there's always stuff moving up, right? And I'm still like, if I see a ticker that's still holding up and wants to make legs up, well, I'm all ears. I mean, I was gonna short Bava today and JD and PDD. I missed that. I mean, obviously the whole market came down because I probably made the move at the end. No, actually made the move from the open. But check it out. I mean, it still got a little bit of room, just tiny bit room, you know. So all of China as well. I'm looking for to short all of China, and I think PDD will be a name that held up a lot that could have a lot more room than the rest. Uh, but yeah, or Baidu. Baidu looks like it lost it as well. I'm not short some China. You know, that's what I might look for. Shoot me a link if you like. Costco as well. Looks like a good short. Let's see, Costco. Oh, looks like it broke this. I think I can see a 481.82 soon. I just pray that the overnight does not does not open at negative 2% because no, I didn't swing anything. I'm more of a day trader, so yeah. I'm just being screwed by the swings a lot of times. So yeah, had to have some iron balls and I ignore a lot of the intraday price action and just focus on the big candles. 37.11. So, all right. That's all I have, guys. And let's see what tomorrow brings, guys. If you tomorrow we open, I think if you look at a little bit of action today, let's see on the 5 minute chart right here on ES. The market kind of this is the close right here. The market kind of closed on a spike down of around 10 points. This is a 10-point spike to the downside. So if the market opens a tiny bit higher than the spike, everybody that got short at the close is totally wrong, and we can see a potential short squeeze. If we open flat, it's possibly a short at the open, and if we open lower, we just have to be careful, right? Be careful because I'm not gonna say that there was a like from March before March or before June, I believe any gap down day you have to there was always a chance for you to shoot for the gap fill before a new short. But lately we've been, I mean, where the market has been, if you look at SPX, the market opens lower on a gap down and then continues lower. So you cannot rule down that possibility of this day and this day right here. It's just a market opens lower and it continues lower. So or basically or right here. So there was a little bit of gap before. So don't rule it out. Be nimble, guys. I'm gonna do some homework, but it's just everything is itchy, man. I want to short the market to the ground. So there you have it. If you guys want to do levels, AMD, MO, Snow, MU, Microsoft, and Baidu they look good for more continuation. And uh, if you were here trading when we were at 4,000, I hope you took a screenshot because that might be the last time we see you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I always said that joke. I think when we were trading on this range, I said it like 4 or 5 times. Take a screenshot of 4,000 because we're never gonna see it again and again and again until we might not ever see it again now. um, all right. Hope you guys have a beautiful evening. And thank you for coming by. Thank you, Potato, for being present. All right, have a good night. Cube out.